Hey guys, and welcome to another TikTok React video. Now today I will be reacting to some crazy TikTok medical videos. So let's jump into this. It should be interesting and let's see what we have in store.
So you don't need to shower every day?
You don't. So we have protective oils on our skin.
Okay, that first clip there is pretty crazy because it depends on where you're living and also the temperature of the season. So for him to just say you don't need to shower every day is already pretty wrong. Of course, in winter, when it's pretty cold, you are sweating that much, you haven't gone out or you haven't left your house, you've been in your house the entire day, then yes, you can probably skip a day. But for you to be in somewhere hot sweating and tell someone you don't need to shower every single day, that's completely false.
Protective oils actually keep our skin healthy. If you shower every day, you get rid of those oils, and that's why often we have to put lotion on. On top of that, if you wash your hair every day, especially if you have curly hair, it can get rid of the oils in your hair and it can cause hair damage as well.
What he's talking there sounds good in theory, but apart from oils being on your skin, you also have a bunch of bacteria. So if you have any sort of dig, bruise, or even just in your pores too, bacteria can actually enter your pores, enter your skin, and cause infection.
Well, and so typically, but you do want to shower because if you don't, you're going to get bacteria in your pores and get infections.
And he's not stating that it depends on the season. It's a lot safer to do in winter than it is to do in a hot summer day. So you have to be very careful when you listen to such advice because there is nuance and there is context you have to add.
Found a way where we could heal instantly anything, absolutely anything, any disease, any illness, everything. I have them come.
Alright, whenever you hear someone saying you can cure anything, any disease, any illness, already tell yourself that they're wrong. So you can already tell that they're trying to sell you some sort of product.
With every illness you could possibly think of. I see miracles every day in my office. And they wanted me to teach this method so everybody would know the importance of how you can use your mind. You have no idea how important, how powerful your mind is.
Well, she does have a point there. Like your mind, guys, is very, very important. I've always said it time and time again that if you tell yourself or you will yourself, you can actually think healthy thoughts, in my opinion. And once you're positive, like for example, let's say you're sick. If you keep telling yourself, okay, I'm gonna die, I'm extremely sick, I can't do anything, this is taking over my life, most times you won't recover as fast as if you were to say, okay, yes, I know I can beat this illness, it's not going to stop me, I want to make sure I do everything I can to get back to my 100% state. I'm not going to allow this sickness, I'm not going to allow this sickness to defeat me. I know I can do this. I don't know, it might sound a bit weird, guys, but it makes a difference. Like having a positive mindset, if you're sick, it makes a difference in your healing process. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there is a person who was able to think themselves into becoming pregnant. They weren't actually pregnant, but because they were thinking that they were pregnant, they were seeing similar signs compared to a person who was actually pregnant.
You are a great and powerful creature. You should never ever be sick. No aches, no pains, nothing.
You should never ever be sick, guys. You should never be sick. What are you doing? How dare you getting sick? You should not be getting sick, guys.
Are you aware that AI has the probability of curing all diseases this decade?
In this decade?
In this decade, within the next 5 years.
Yeah, I do believe it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's making it up. Of course, AI is making huge changes in medicine. A lot of treatments are becoming easier. Procedures, diagnosing, everything is becoming easier because of AI. Patient care in a whole is becoming easier because of AI. But to say curing all illnesses and diseases in the next 10 years, I doubt it. Who knows, I might be wrong. Maybe let's look back at this video next 10 years from now and see if I was wrong. But I highly doubt that AI is going to be able to cure everything in the next 10 years.
I believe it too.
Do you know what that means for every human alive right now?
Yes, we will get put on universal basic income.
All right.
Yes. And robots are going to take over, and we are not going to have to work.
That's the dream, guys. That's the dream. Not having to work, right? That would be perfect. But me personally, I can't live without working. Of course, I would want the choice to choose if I have to work or not. But for me, I always have to be working. I always have to be working. I can't just sit down and relax for the rest of my life and do nothing. I can't. It's just not in me.
100%. Yes.
But in a good way.
In a good way. Exactly.
I don't think it'll be bad like people think. I think it'll be really
It'll be
good.
super good.
Yeah.
We're going through the fourth industrial revolution.
The fourth.
Yes, the third industrial revolution was the revolution where we went from farming to factory work.
Okay.
90% of people were farmers. Now it's only 2%. We're going through something similar right now, going through the fourth industrial revolution.
I talk about this with my dad every day.
So let's say we cure all diseases this decade. We could pause aging indefinitely, and we're the first generation in human history to have the probability of living as long as we want.
Okay, guys, these people are just saying a bunch of things. Of course, I'm pretty sure you're just doing it for a comedic purpose. Is there a future where we can live how long we want? I am like, it's not possible, guys. It's not possible to live as long as you want. Is it possible to increase your life expectancy by 10 years, by 15 years? It's possible, yes, with the right habits, eating right, sleeping well, exercising, making sure you actually practice social health as well too, and spiritual health. Yes, of course, it's possible to extend your lifespan, maybe 5, 10 years or so. But to stay forever indefinitely, not possible, guys, not possible. I know Brian Johnson might have something else to say about that, but yeah. Of course, guys, we gotta try. We have to try our best to make sure we can live as long as possible, as healthy as possible. So we have to try, regardless of if it's possible or not, to live forever.
Which could mean thousands of years.
Yes.
Okay, what's your theory?
I actually have a theory that the way to be immortal is to plug into another simulation. And then we're going to keep going and going.
Okay, now they've lost me, guys. I don't know what they're talking about right now. How do you plug into another simulation?
And we're never going to die.
Yeah, that's the singularity with like Ray Kurzweil, upload your consciousness.
Upload the consciousness.
Yeah, and then
I know with that part, yeah, people are saying you can upload your brain onto your computer. I'm not too sure about that, but who knows, guys? Maybe in the future it's going to be possible. Who knows? I have to give Brian Johnson his kudos, his props, because I really, really respect what he's doing.
Please don't have a pap smear because they are contributing. Every time you have a pap smear, you're damaging the cervix. And please don't have a biopsy. A biopsy causes damage, further damage.
Now, I don't know what she's trying to say there. I have never seen any sort of research or evidence talking about a pap smear causing damage or having a biopsy done on you causes damage. I've never seen any research or read of any research of something like that happening. These things are diagnostic procedures to help diagnose things early, to catch things early so that you can treat them early. So I'm not too sure what she's trying to say and how she plans on detecting if something is cancerous or not. For example, if you want to take a biopsy. So I'm not too sure where she's coming from here. I would have to see exactly what she's trying to say. Maybe she has some sort of evidence. Who knows, guys? Maybe she has some sort of evidence. But let's see if she talks about it here in this video.
What about mammograms? Do they prevent breast cancer? Are there contributing factors? Let me describe a mammogram for you. Lady takes her top off, she lies down on the highway and a semi-trailer runs over her breast. That's just about what's happening with a mammogram. And while the breast is squashed between the plates, then the radio waves go through it.
I'm not agreeing with her, guys. Like, mammograms have saved so many women's lives. They've detected cancers early that have saved their lives. So I'm not too sure what she's trying to say here. I don't know who she is, to be honest. She looks like a very respectable person, so I'm not going to comment on her ideas. But what I can say is I want to see the proof she's talking about. Because personally, for me, all these diagnostic procedures have helped millions of people for decades, for years, guys, for years.
I will never talk to a doctor about my general health ever again.
What am I watching, man? What am I watching? I know Dana White, yes, he's a good guy. does a lot of amazing things in the fighting industry, yeah, man. But that statement alone is crazy. I would never talk to my doctor about general health again. Okay. Okay. That's wild, guys. That's wild. That's wild, man.
If I break my arm, I'm going to go see a doctor. If I need surgery, I'm going to go see a doctor.
But that's the case. He doesn't know if he would need surgery if he doesn't go to a doctor. So I don't know, it contradicts his statement there, to be honest. Because, of course, yes, there are some doctors who either don't know much on the topic and they are dishonest with you, and they would tell you lies just because they don't want to look bad, like they don't know this topic or they don't know this condition, or they can't diagnose you. I don't know why doctors are like that sometimes. Some doctors are like that. Like, to be honest, we as doctors, we don't know everything about every situation. We're still gonna have to do our research. Sometimes you might come in with more research knowledge than us on a specific topic, and you would help us to diagnose an issue and help you get treated. So we're not the ones who know every single thing about every single condition, but we are skilled in knowing how the body works, and we have came across many conditions, and we are capable of treating many conditions. And there are some doctors who are just there to get the money, so they'll try to push pills, or they'll disregard your concerns or your knowledge or whatever you're coming in with, your situation about your health or your body or anything. But not all doctors are like that. So to experience a bad situation with one doctor and then writing off every other doctor because of that one bad situation is not fair. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to the doctors. I do hope he changes his mind, because he literally saying that he doesn't want to talk to experts about the topic they're an expert on.
My general health, never again. None of them know what they're talking about.
He said none of them.
They're all full of shit. All they know is to put you on pills and put you on medicine. That's all they know.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the next clip.
If I ever feel a tickle in my throat, I eat some ginger.
Shucks. How can he put such a full ginger in his mouth and just bite like that, man? That's crazy.
If I ever feel a headache coming, I eat a beet. If I ever start feeling sluggish, I eat a piece of garlic.
Yeah. The ginger is very, very good for anti-inflammatory purposes. It has a lot of anti-inflammatory purposes. So it is generally good for the body. But I don't know why he eats so much there. That one there was pretty crazy. I've never tried eating a full garlic before, but I can see why it would wake you up for sure. I can definitely see that one for sure.
And if my nose is ever stuffy, I'll eat a lemon.
Well, guys, that's it right there. Well, that's it, guys. You don't have to see doctors anymore. Just eat these things whenever you have any problems in your body, and you should be fine. Let's put the sarcasm aside. What I can say is that a lot of these medications come from actual plant sources. So going back to the road, like in the olden days, we never had actual tablets or capsules or these injections to use. They use natural remedies. They use your herbs, your plants and everything, the actual things from nature. So there is truth in what he's saying. These things do help you, but of course you still have to be careful and do proper research before you just try any and everything. So yeah, guys, that's the video. It was a bit crazy. We saw some crazy clips, some crazy takes, but I did enjoy it. By the way, if you or anyone you know is obese and is thinking of using GLP-1 medications for weight loss, then check this video that I made right here discussing the entire matter. Anyway, thanks for watching again. If you do want to see more health and wellness videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.